you down now.
Okay. All right, let's sit down there.
Hi, you need to talk to us.
Yeah, hi, I'm Dan.
Hi, I'm Lauren. People
Lauren.
Education.
All right.
Jack, President.
All right, Jack. All right, good to have a seat. Sorry, just wanted to ask a few questions. I'm actually an alumni student. So I'm from I graduated in 2013.
Okay.
And was part of the occupation that we had against the maintenance, the rising fees.
Okay.
Now I'm just wondering what the stance is now on the cuts to the grants which affect the poorest people.
Yeah.
And what's the statement coming out of the SU here these days?
Okay, so we've got our exec meeting next week on Tuesday.
Right, it's happening today. That's the thing. The votes today.
Yeah, so
So-
I've
Wasn't
emailed.
it yesterday?
No, it's happening today.
Oh, it happened today?
Yeah.
So we've been working with NUS with it.
Yeah.
And I have sent letters to our MPs and I tweeted them to say, can you
Okay. How
sign?
about organising student resistance? Because last time that's how we've done some good things here before.
Yeah.
You know, remember when they cut the politics and international relations department?
Yeah.
We stopped that. Without the resistance, and the SU have to sort of not. They're elected by. They've got a mandate from the students and not from the management. So it's kind of up to them to take some leadership. Because obviously the last group, the new group of students crop may not be as politically aware as before.
Yeah.
So, and what happens to Western Eye, by the way?
It's still running as a.
Because I can't see any copies anywhere. So
No, that's upstairs, and that's to do with basically they're not as engaged at the moment,
right.
but that's something that we're working on.
Working on
Also,
it, we're
yeah.
giving them
They're like their president is basically
Not on it maybe as well.
not in it as well as it should be.
Yeah, that's a really bad thing. Because that's a voice for
That's
the
a way
people.
of getting everyone involved. Yeah, like everyone sees that.
Yeah, because it's like a fourth
Everyone uses
estate.
that.
It's like a microcosm of bigger society sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Literally, yeah.
So I mean, yeah. So I was trying to come down. I was sort of actually in the area, and I thought,
No, it's alright.
and I just thought I'd come down and sort of get your ideas. So, what are your opinions on cutting the
We were
maintenance
very
grants?
upset yesterday.
Very upset.
So we put it through, our student reps are aware of it. So
Yeah.
I've been filtering it through the student reps.
Right.
So they're aware of it and they're obviously talking to, because they're in elected positions, they're obviously talking to their peers in their forces about it.
Yeah.
But
I think in our personal view as well, though, it's shit.
Yeah.
It is making. I'm from home. I know a lot of friends that don't get their tuition paid. Their tuition fees are paid for by their
Parents, yeah.
Mine are. I get the maintenance grant.
Yeah.
And it is a way of. It's segregating. It's making the poorest students.
Yeah.
Not come to university.
Yeah, it is. It puts you off, or it changes what you want to do. You
Yeah.
may want to do an arts degree, then you think, oh no, I shouldn't do that because that's not going to make me. I'm not going to follow my dreams, so I'm going to be going for something else. Yeah.
But then, whereas the more wealthy students, who cares? They can do whatever they want because it's paid for.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, well, it's basically just.
So anything you want to, like any ideas you have, are also wanted as well.
Okay, great.
we also put so it's all to do with like the green paper, isn't it?
Yeah.
So myself and RJ, who's our education officer, we wrote a blog about it last month, and
Right.
that went on the website.
Right.
And people one or two people commented, but it wasn't well responded, I don't think. And I feel that maybe sometimes our students aren't just that
I don't
aware
think
of it.
they're like.
Yeah, because they didn't go through the change. So
No.
so it's very important to sort of raise awareness about
Yeah.
these impacts because we want to try and reverse this if possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And get to somewhere closer to free education as it was before.
Yeah.
I'd go for completely free education so everybody could do. But obviously when it was £3,000 it was more manageable.
More achievable as well.
Yeah, and it wasn't scaring the hell out of everybody who's coming into it. So I mean it's ideological. So
Yeah.
people are trying to change the logic of what education actually is.
Yeah.
And I think it's for freedom of whatever you want.
Yeah.
And what would Plato say about this sort of thing? Which had a free thinker who just decided to create a university in the first place.
Yeah.
So basically, it's all this kind of stuff. And I think not having the Western Eye prominent is something that should really change.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
basically, yeah, so I care about the uni. Used to go here. I might be coming back to do a master's here in journalism. Just weighing it up at the moment. But yeah, so basically.
We are working with them. So we've got our VP Stocks and Comms. She looks after Western Life because it kind of comes under communications.
Okay.
Within her remit.
Yeah.
And like we are definitely pushing.
I think the problem with Western Eye as well is though they're out to get the university. That's what it seems at the moment.
Yeah.
Right.
They're trying to find news stories that are going to why is the university doing this? Why is the university doing that? When really it should be. Why is the government doing this? Why are we getting charged £9,000 in fees? Why are they scrapping the maintenance grant? Why are they cutting disabled student allowance?
Yeah, because that's one thing we managed to do really well last time was that we were activists here. We managed to sort of get the editorial thing and sort of then criticise the government.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got to have opinions within the university, but you know, the government's having a direct impact.
Yeah, this is what it is.
Their government.
They're saying they're trying to say, oh, why is the university making a profit? It's because the government are cutting all their funds. They have to make a profit to survive. So to do investments as like a back leg. Say like the government completely cuts everything. What are they going to do?
Yeah.
They're fucked. Like, do you know what I mean? That's why they're making a profit. Instead of doing news stories like that, news stories like. Now, the maintenance grant is going to be cut.
That should be.
Do something about it.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
the issue we're having with Western Eye at the moment.
Okay, well, I'll have a little word in their ear because I was quite involved with them. I've still got contacts with their ex-editors and people like that, and see what they say. Because I mean, that is the key thing that really did galvanise student opinion.
Yeah.
And when they tried to cut pairs. I mean, we got the messages out. We got so many. We sort of did a big thank you to the management. And then the next year, actually, they jumped 27 places the same year in the league tables. So it was all a bit of a big head scratcher. Yeah. And not having politics in a university just seems insane. But but without the students being able to express their voices, you don't get. So that's one thing I think could really be useful.
No, definitely.
So I'm sorry to go down a sort of into here, but
it is getting more students more engaged in politics as a whole. Like they keep saying this university isn't a political university. It's like, well, every university is political. It's
absolutely
just getting out of them, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's making people realise what politics really is as well.
It's not just
it's not just George Osborne and Jeremy Corbyn up there. It's all over the place all the time. You know what I mean?
Everything is political.
Cool.
Definitely.
All right. Well, it's really lovely to talk to you guys. I might be in touch again to keep this going and come down and see if we can get something going on down here a little bit because it might need a bit of help.
It's kind of maybe in the news.
Well, it's kind of it's at that point now where it's been late.
Yeah, well, it's not a bit late, but you just sort of have to fight to teach generations to fight even further stringent things, and you might be able to get it overturned. You might be able to get letters to MPs to fight, because basically there is an ongoing conversation about it. I think they're going to review it because I think there's a ping-pong effect, so they'll go to the House of Lords with it. If there's a big impact soon, I haven't actually checked it out, because it took me a little bit by surprise. I was trying not to think about politics because it stresses me out, but when I saw this again, I'm like, right, I've got to get straight back into that. So basically,
from what we've read is, it's a committee that basically they discuss it, they can't make any decisions on it, but that's spoken about and then it's decision made sort of thing. So it's where do we interfere with that?
It's just
it's raising awareness, isn't it?
That's the thing. It's getting people because there may be loads of people who are really sort of concerned. But if there's not a feeling of togetherness, then they're not going to get to know each other. This university got 20,000 students, probably more now. It's expanding. There's loads of people.
Have a maintenance grant here and stuff. Not everyone have maintenance here. Although Birmingham City,
mostly the working class kids,
BCU has 50% grants. That's where I'm from, from Birmingham. So I know a lot of my friends have grants. My friends from home, close to home, all have their fees paid for.
Cool.
So it's having that. To me to find out how many people actually have grants here. And say that this is going to affect you.
Basically.
It might not look like it's going to affect you, but it's adding this much debt onto you. So I'll get into that.
That's beautiful. All right then. Yeah, it's great that you guys are actually on it as well. I'm Dan Kiddle as well. I'll try to get in touch on Facebook, some links and stuff.
Definitely.
All right. All right. Thanks so much. Bye bye. Yeah, quite nice. Yeah, so that's really good that they're actually aware and willing to do something about it. Much better than calling off, Fleur, you twat. Right, see you later.